to Against Our Live Sports Radio Show. We live. That's right. Today's show is definitely sponsored by. Let's get to it. Here we go. The Credit Connoisseur Business Credit Wealth Membership. That's right. Go to owncapitalwealth.com. I'm gonna give you 10 reasons on why the business credit membership would be beneficial. But I just want you to go check out the website. We can go into detail about that later. So that's owncapitalwealth.com. Make sure you also check out Dark Ether. That's right, Dark Ether. The movie coming to Atlas Cinema. That's right, Atlas Cinema. So be ready to check that out. Tickets is $15. And that's going to be on Wednesday, November 30th, 2022. Dark Ether. That's right, showtime at 7 p.m. Come early. You want to take pictures. Doors open at 6:30. And that's going to be at Mayfield Heights, Atlas Cinemas, Eastgate 10. That's 1345 Science Center Road in Mayfield Heights, Ohio. So, and like I said, once again, if you want to check out the Credit Connoisseur, go to the website on capitalwealth.com. But anyway, we here. It's cold outside, and we only going to discuss winners. We start off with winning. That's how we're going to start off. So, start off with a winner, I mean. Ohio State football. Check out the game, Bruce.
Yeah.
So, what you think about the game?
I thought they did what they wanted against Indiana. Same thing they should have done against Northwestern, but the weather didn't cooperate. So they're prime ready.
Prime ready, huh?
Prime ready for the next game before Michigan.
Yeah. So that's who we got? Maryland.
I think it's Maryland.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good test. They got a decent team this year.
Yeah, Maryland.
So they're gonna smack them.
Go out east. We the beast though. Remember that. So it was a good victory. I watched the game. I just say this: we ready. We ready for Michigan.
And we still have Njigba, right? Yeah.
Maybe they saving him for some playoff opportunities.
But I am concerned we got some injuries in that backfield. But
yeah,
the backups played pretty well.
In the running game.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get a big red shirt back. Because the only one we got that, I think Johnson is the one, and they're kind of small backs. They're not really big bruisers.
Oh yeah, y'all. I'm sorry. We're gonna go back. We got Tank on. We got Tank right here. I'm Javon Based the Legacy.
Speaks to me about it. Tank said he's on his way, right?
Yeah, Tank is on here.
Tank, aka DJ TK. I'm right here, but I'm still driving up there though.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, got you.
Yeah.
All right.
But for now, I'll be right here.
What you think about the game?
Ohio State game? Honestly, it was just your typical Ohio State game. They did whatever they felt like they wanted to do. They basically ran through ran through them like they run through everybody else. It was what was it last week? Northwestern, I believe, was a terrible wind. I think they were going through like some kind of windstorm out there, which caused them to not be able to execute as much as they wanted to. They still ended up winning. It just took them a little longer to get started.
Yeah.
But I think they're ready for the playoffs, man. I really do. They are looking sharp. And then Jackson Smith and Jigba should be back for the Michigan game.
Bruce says. What did you just say, Bruce?
I don't know if they're ready for the playoffs yet. I mean, because first you gotta get through Maryland. You gotta smack Maryland, and then Michigan. That's your test, because if you don't beat Michigan, ain't no playoffs.
Oh, they'll still get in the playoffs if they lose to Michigan.
How you gonna get in the playoffs if you lose to Michigan?
I've been listening to a lot of the college analyst people, and they've been saying that if Ohio State loses to Michigan, or if Michigan loses to Ohio State, they see a scenario where they'll still both be in.
I don't know. I don't think
I
so.
doubt that. They don't love Ohio State that much.
I forgot how it went, but that's what I've been hearing.
Only way that can happen if TCU loses
TCU would have to lose,
and a couple other teams.
or
TC
USC would have to lose.
Yeah, that's definitely.
And then Tennessee would only have one loss too. So
Yeah.
And Tennessee lost to
Georgia.
Yeah. So and there was a close game. So I can't see them saying, well, and you know how they love the SEC. If Tennessee lost to Georgia and Ohio State lost to Michigan, they would probably put Tennessee before Ohio State.
I don't know. Lay something out where Ohio State and Michigan still
Hopefully we don't have to
get
go through
losses.
this scenario. So, but I'm just saying, I don't know how you're gonna. You got
Yeah,
three games. Actually,
I think that Ohio State will win out.
You got 3 games before the playoffs, so I don't know how you can say they're prime ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We gonna see. I don't know, man. I think
that's a lot of games.
I mean, Ohio State is ready for the playoffs in a sense, but we get, like I say, but like I get what you're saying. They got some work to do still. They still got some more work to do. They still got some work to do.
I mean, we smack Maryland, then smack Michigan. We should win the Big Ten championship because who we gonna play in that division? Minnesota.
Man, we should easily win the Big Ten championship.
We're gonna win the Big Ten championship.
If we get past, you know who, we should definitely be there.
Gotta get past Michigan, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can't say their names right now.
Oh yeah, get past the school in the East.
The school in the East and the team up north.
Team up north. Well, the team up north. North.
We'll see how that go.
Actually, that's east, north, northeast.
The same thing. Team up north.
Team up north still love.
Team up north.
Team we can say.
We'll see about that. So
Chicken.
what's your prediction for this Maryland game? What's your prediction?
Oh man, I'll say Ohio State by 30.
Woo! So how we not ready then? If you predicting something like that?
Because I think Maryland is not Michigan. I ain't gonna beat no Michigan by 30, but Maryland. I'm thinking 20, but 30. I think Ohio State could beat Maryland by 30. I'm not sure how good Maryland. I haven't even seen them. I think they have 2 losses.
Well, my prediction, I think we'll beat them by like 17.
17 over Maryland?
Yeah.
That ain't a big win.
It's not.
What's the line?
Giving you my prediction. I'm saying it like this.
That's what I was saying. What did the line come out for that game yet?
Could be out. Let me see.
I'm saying 17 for the simple fact that it's going to be a blowout, and going to be in, and their first team still going to be in there. So the Scrubs might end up letting them score some points supposed to score. So that's what I'm going with. I'm going with 17.
Let's see.
Still, what's the line?
No, it ain't out yet.
I'm sure it's something crazy like 25 or 30, maybe more than that.
Fine. Too early.
I'm going to go with 17.
Vegas ain't woke up yet.
I'm going to go with 17 just for the simple fact we're going to have the Scrubs in there. And they still going to have your first team in there.
Let's
see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a big lead.
I don't even know what's Maryland's record.
It's going to be a big lead.
Pull up the
What
Big
kind
Ten.
of league is going to be the question?
Let's pull up the Big Ten. All right, so Maryland. Man, Penn State beat Maryland 30-0.
Where was that at?
They better not have a 17-point win.
Where was that at? That was at Penn
In
State.
Happy Valley.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
Where's this game at?
I think it don't matter.
It do matter.
Maryland and
It's at home.
It matters.
Oh wait, no, it might not be at home.
Maryland's lost 4 games.
It matters because
Maryland's lost 4
it
games.
depends on the kind of beat down you're gonna get.
If Penn State beat them 30-0, they're not ready to play Ohio State, and they've lost 36 games. They got a bowl eligibility, so they're just gonna show up for Ohio State.
I just want to see that would determine the kind of beat down there. If they're at home, I give them the benefit of the doubt. If Ohio State at home, I change my mind.
If Penn State beat them 30-0, you know the
I changed my mind.
Vegas is going to be expecting at least a 30-point beatdown.
Expecting.
Yeah.
How many times was they wrong though with Ohio State?
Ohio State, I think, usually makes the spread.
No, we do not make the spread. They be way off, man.
I think historically Ohio State usually makes the spread.
They ain't made no.
You know, it's crazy. Is they don't even know what time the game start.
To be determined.
Yeah, they still haven't picked a time for the game.
Shows you how important that game is.
It's definitely not important.
They didn't pick the time. Well, they can play anytime. We'll show them anytime. They gotta have a time. I mean, they gotta go to Maryland. I mean, they gotta come. You said it's in Maryland.
That's what I'm asking you.
I think it's at home. I think it's.
Let me see.
I said that makes the difference for the beatdown. So if they're at Ohio State, and I take away my 17-point win.
Let's see. Okay.
You gonna take it away? You said we're gonna lose, or you just saying we're gonna win by more?
I'm gonna add another 17.
It's in Maryland, 3:30.
Oh, it is in Maryland.
3:30.
Okay, all right. They're gonna win by 20. All right,
20.
Yeah, Ohio State gonna win.
That ain't no win.
That's what they're gonna win by.
Tough game, man. 20.
Yeah, it's 20 points, man.
I said 30.
20. We're gonna win by 20. Is Maryland better than Indiana?
Yeah.
Okay, then they're gonna win by Ohio State gonna win by 20.
Ohio State smacked Penn State. How you not gonna smack Maryland?
Why we didn't smack Northwestern?
Weather.
Come on, man. Well,
Hey guys, I'm pulling into the parking lot.
All right. Well, Bruce, continue. Let them know about the Old State. Why you think that Old State is going to blow these guys out?
I think Old State's gonna blow them out because they gotta make a statement to the and since this team got beat down by Penn State, Ohio State has to come in here and beat them down too. But you know, as we see often with Ohio State games, once Ohio State gets a big lead, they dial it down a little bit. So as we saw with the Indiana, receivers were running any routes they wanted. Williams, until he got hurt, he was just busting big runs after big runs. And I think if they don't try to dial down the offense,
they go ahead and run over.
That's
it's an echo in the room.
That's because I'm sorry about that.
I'll just position this so we get all three of us in here.
Can you get in there?
Well, there you go. We all in there. We in there. We in the game like EA Sports.
Sauce. We in there. We go far away.
Oh, we in there. Don't worry about this frame. This the frame we want to be in.
Got our heads looking
All right. So we 15 minutes in. All right. So let's get off Ohio State and get to what we need to be talking about, man.
Who might that be?
Well, yesterday it was a 51-point performance, but the Cavs lose to the Wolves, the Timberwolves. When you was watching the game yesterday, did you expect Darius Garland to score 51 points?
No.
I have never expected him to score that much. Maybe Donovan Mitchell, but not Darius. I thought Darius could, hit up in the 30s, 40s, but I didn't expect that, especially against them with Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy down there like that.
Well, that's probably the difference because Garland is not an inside player predominantly, but he does shoot a lot of threes.
He does, but he likes to go down low, and he likes to run
from the three.
Around from the sideline over, or from the side of the court over, and do that little quick up in the air.
But you got to remember that's against other teams. You got two primary blockers right there that could, block his shot or alter his shot going inside. So shooting that three, it was going in.
That was phenomenal. 10 threes.
Yeah.
But what happened to the rest of the team?
Just watching it.
That's what it seemed like.
Well, Mobley in the beginning, he tried. It seemed like in the beginning, and then he kind of lost focus or something.
It seemed like they were tired. He had more energy coming off that West Coast trip.
Yeah.
He just had plenty of energy.
That happened to us last year when we came off the West Coast, our first West Coast trip. They started looking like they were lacking energy and everything.
Yeah, man.
It's a different thing though, man, because you got to go over there and you're playing at a different time. You're waking up, going to sleep at a different time. Then you got to come immediately switch back, come over here, do that same exact thing. Switch up the time that you're sleeping and all that.
It take about a week
It
to
takes a
adjust
little
to that
toll
time
off
zone.
you. Yeah, it takes a little bit of toll off.
Especially when you've been out there a couple of days. Takes about a week.
You're right. You're right about that. When you out there in the West, you get jet lag and all kind of different stuff, man, when you come back.
And I went to Hawaii, man, and that was a completely different beast right there.
Man, I bet it is. So let's talk about the prediction for Wednesday's Cavs Bucks.
The game I've wanted to see all season long.
You wanted to see this?
Yes. Two best teams in the East.
Two best teams in the East, as Tank described it. What do you describe it as, Bruce?
I think we're gonna see that losing streak continue. I was like, man, we don't want to see the Bucks right now. But
I felt the same way when I felt like if we was on a win streak, it would be more appetizing.
yeah,
But now that we on a losing streak and then we got to go face them, are we healthy? Are we?
no, we got gimpy
Jared
ankles.
Allen and Donovan.
We got
Mitchell.
gimpy ankles, and when you play ball, only way for them ankles to heal is rest.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 game, 2 game rest ain't gonna do it.
So
because you're always cutting and everything on them ankles.
my prediction for this game, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get the prediction out the way. I feel like we're gonna lose just because we're not ready. We're not healthy. I ain't gonna say we're not ready. We're not healthy enough to beat the Bucks right now. But if we had health, then we'll be wealthy in points.
We could probably beat them, but I think we're gonna play a close game like we always do. We're gonna play a close game. It ain't gonna be we're gonna play them hard, and we're gonna play them close, but we're not gonna beat them.
These games have all been entertaining, even the ones that we've been losing. Very entertaining.
Except I guess with that Sacramento.
That was.
But that one we should have lost. That
Personally,
Sacramento.
I hated losing to Sacramento, not because I think they're still the worst
They're
team in
bums.
the
They're
NBA,
bums. We should not.
but because it's Mike Brown, man. You guys can't lose to Mike Brown.
Mike
That's
Brown's a
crazy.
good coach. Man.
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown's a good coach.
Mike Brown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
He's a good coach.
no, he's terrible.
But
But
he's not a garbage. He had a garbage team with LeBron and made it all the way to the finals. He's a good coach.
I disagree. I think he's just an average coach. Only reason I say that is he does this, and everybody keeps saying this makes him a good coach. All he do is cut down the possessions. That's it. Anybody can do that. But I just feel like he wasn't a coach where LeBron could excel. But who couldn't coach LeBron, I guess?
That's
Shit, you could have coached LeBron and he could excel. I mean, that wasn't the problem. He didn't have that one player that he needed. What we did have, what's his name, coming from the Washington.
Jameson?
No. He wasn't. Jameson came later.
Larry Hughes?
Larry Hughes. He was so inconsistent. Forget it. And then you had the guard.
Eric Snow.
No, Snow. That was just old. He's just old out there, man. Then he had the other guard.
Mo?
Mo was nice, but Mo just couldn't do it. If we had gotten what's the name from Ohio State?
Red.
Eric Red. We had gotten Red. Forget
Michael
it.
Red.
We had got Michael Red. Man,
He didn't want to play with
he didn't want to play with LeBron,
No.
and he stayed there and didn't do nothing there in Milwaukee. He should have came with LeBron. We would have definitely got it.
What about Joe Jackson?
Yeah, Joe Jackson too.
Joe Jackson?
See, man, how you not remember Joe Jackson?
Who the heck is Joe Jackson?
You don't remember Joe Jackson?
I remember the name.
You mean they mean that the player
Yeah.
Jackson from Oregon?
The one that, we possibly could have used. He could have been a good role player.
Joe
And then
Jackson.
they were talking about Paul
Johnson.
Johnson.
Josh Johnson.
Joe Johnson.
Or
Joe
Joe
Johnson.
I mean. They were also saying a couple of days ago how they were really close to having Paul George here when Kyrie had left, but something went wrong. They were like
Because they
minutes away from making the trade happen.
That's because they had to get rid of Kyrie.
Yeah, and then they ended up getting rid of him anyway.
But they went behind his back, so that's why Kyrie didn't like it. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, if he can, we're gonna leave old coach alone for a second. But if he can build up Sacramento, get Sacramento in, and that's just say it right there. But
See, man, I wish we were like the Lakers. They got a bye week this week. They don't play again until Friday. We could have healed up by then.
One day we got young
I mean,
players.
the Lakers,
they should bounce
but
back.
nobody want to watch the Lakers.
That's
So.
true. That's crazy that
Cavs
they have
should bounce
that
back.
much time off like that in the beginning of the season.
Well, they got to give it to the Lakers. It's all.
Well, it's time to move to a part of the show that I really don't want to move to. So, Browns versus Dolphins recap.
Mhm.
So yesterday,
Did the Browns even play this week?
somebody showed up in some Browns uniforms.
So yesterday, it seemed
Right.
like they might have got some dudes from Miami and say, "Hey, man, you want to play?" Because that's what happened. It seemed like the defensive tackles was non-existent, and then it seemed like nobody had no arms or hands or something because they couldn't tackle. The run game was just boo boo. You know how I really want to say, but I ain't gonna say it. But the running game stunk. Defense, I don't know what happened, man. The offensive line stunk yesterday.
Yeah.
They
Apparently, during the game, both Wyatt Teller and Jedrick Real, I keep messing his name
It's
up.
Jedrick.
Jed, they both messed their ankles up in the middle of the game. And that's why they kept switching in and out. And the coach wanted to keep him going, but then the other coach wanted to take him out. It's like, you guys, come on, man. Either take him out or leave him in. Do something. Don't keep switching them back and forth like that. That definitely didn't help us at all.
Well, if you're injured, you can't play.
No, you can't. Especially when you mess your ankle up like how he did. They said Jed had rolled his ankle and he could barely put pressure on it. Then why is he in the game?
Why didn't you go down?
Why?
We have a deep offensive line bench.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go to your bench?
I got one more other question though. Why was Conklin playing? Because he had so many flags on him for holding. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, apparently he's also coming back. He's just coming back from injury as well. It looks like
So
he's
he
still
should-
injured.
Man,
It
they're
looked
like he
was-
can't move.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, after Chubb fumbled, it was just like it deflated everything.
Yeah, and then Michael Dunn, who is also on that offensive line, he was ruled out. He was inactive for the game, so they couldn't use him at all. Froholt, they used him a little bit. I don't know what's going on. And the other thing, Chris Hubbard, the dude that we had got from Pittsburgh that could apparently play every position on the line, he was hurt last year. He came back, did good in camp, hasn't played one game since this year, at all this year. What's going on with that guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
They got to make a lot of changes this offseason.
Well, they said Deshaun is back Wednesday. So,
Yeah, he comes back to practice officially on Wednesday.
yeah, so I just look at it like this, man. We wasting time with Nick Chubb and Myles Garrett. Like, we wasting their years.
We did.
We wasted a lot of time with them.
Wasted it.
I just, like, come on, man. Let's talk about the offense. What do you think about Stefanski's game plan yesterday?
I don't think it was 1-1.
So you had a bye week.
The whole I was gonna say you had a bye week, and on top of that, you played Monday night 2 weeks ago, so you had a whole lot of time to prepare, man. And
So what was the difference between the Bengals game and this Miami game? See, the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, and they played pretty good going into the playoffs, but Miami didn't have a good running game until they met the Browns.
Yep.
Just like Atlanta,
Yep.
they had two bums come in.
What did you expect? I mean, we knew they were going to run. We just hoped that we're going to stop the run again. We figured we would stop the run again
because they stopped Joe Mixon, yeah.
But once again, we didn't know who was going to show up, and it was the manic depressive Browns that showed up.
No consistency.
So once we knew that was it. But I mean, we scored the first drive and like, okay, we didn't seen that before all year. And then they score, okay, no problem. Let's see. If we score here, we knew we were gonna ball out. And the Chubb was running, he made 6 yards and fumbled. And when that happened, we just said, nah, if the D don't hold here, it's over. And the D didn't hold, and it was over.
It's terrible.
So every time I kept turning back to the game, they were giving the ball up or punting it away.
But I mean, look, it's 7. It's what's 10-3, 10-7, right?
Yeah. 10-7.
With 2 minutes left in the half, we don't drive the ball, don't run the clock out, and we give it back to them. Just like
it just felt like they
drive.
were
Go in the halftime down 3, and then come back out. Don't give the ball back because you're gonna be down 10. Sure enough, they gave the ball back. That's exactly what happened.
So let's talk about the defense. So Joe Woods, do we talk about Joe Woods today? Do we say it's Joe Woods' fault? Do we say it's Stefanski's fault?
It's not Joe Woods' fault.
He's
not the one playing. That's right. He ain't the one playing.
A lot of people love to keep blaming coaches.
Coaches ain't putting on no uniform, ain't putting on no pads.
That coach has been to the NFC Championship game. I think he even went to a Super Bowl with a defense. It starts with Andrew Berry. Gets the players that Joe Woods needs around him these guys. These guys aren't out there. Denzel Ward, he's awesome. He hurt. He gets hurt way too much.
I'm gonna be the devil's advocate, and I'm gonna say it is coaching. Reason I say it is coaching, and the only reason I'm saying it's coaching. So you take Bill Belichick for example. No, he has less talent than the Browns. Less talent than the Browns.
Are you gonna compare Belichick?
No, listen. I'm not comparing Belichick. Okay. I said you got Bill Belichick. He's a real coach, right? Yeah. He takes something from nothing and make it into something. So he puts people in positions to win. He put players in positions to win. He don't go out there and just throw the game away. He don't go out there and say, all right, y'all, we're just gonna do this and that's it. you have to make adjustments in the game, and that's something we don't do. We don't make adjustments. We go back out there, and it's the same thing from the first half to the second half.
Well, you can't. I don't think you can compare that because
And let me finish.
yeah.
Coaching ain't just me telling you what to do in the field.
Yeah.
Coaching is something you
Yeah.
got to be in the locker room too.
So, what non-team has Belichick had? Because Belichick, when he went to New England had players.
We talking about now.
They even had a quarterback.
We talking about now.
But still, it's not like he's never had a team.
But we talking about now.
I haven't seen what coach. Now we can say that the coach in Cincinnati, he didn't have a team, and then he came back, and then they went to the Super Bowl after having a horrible
Okay, well,
year.
let's take him for example.
So
Then
he's not even a good coach, but it's his players. It's his players.
so he's not a good coach.
No, he's not a good coach. He's got a good player, and he got a great quarterback.
So he don't have good coaching.
He got a great quarterback. He got a great wide receiver.
So he don't have good coaches around him.
He might have
No,
some
he ain't got no
coaches
good coaches around. He got great players
him.
around him.
As a coach, he's not really that
Well,
good.
he's got decent players. We want to say great. He's
So
got
he
decent
don't have
players.
good coaching around him.
No, he doesn't. He has decent players.
Wow. So these
He has
guys
a
is
really
going out
good
there,
defense.
just going out here playing by themselves without no direction.
If you had that Cincinnati team, you and I, we could have coached. You could have coached that Cincinnati team and get decent coordinators.
And
Now
go
take
to the Super Bowl.
take away Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Take away his quarterback. See where he would be.
Nowhere.
Now look at
Exactly.
So
That's before he was there the year before they had Burrow, and he was terrible.
it was terrible.
But
So-
guess what,
So
though?
take away what's his name? The Rams. Who was the Ram backup quarterback yesterday?
I don't know.
Horrible.
But guess what? Though?
What?
These coaches, they're not going to sit there and do the same thing from start to finish.
Well, you know what?
We're
We're gonna find out how good they are when Deshaun gets back after we see. Because right now, how many games do you feel he's gonna take?
Why waste
Too much.
Deshaun's talent? Why waste his talent? Let him just go out there and just get whatever the defense gives you, take it, and that's it. At this point, because it's a waste of time. We wasted Chubb. We wasted Myles Garrett.
You didn't have a good quarterback then. Look, you had a good quarterback only because of Chubb. We haven't had a good quarterback, and you see what happened when this so-called good quarterback left and he went to another team. He's still doing that. So we have not had a good quarterback yet. Finally, we're going to see what we can do with the good quarterback. Quarterback makes a difference in this league. It makes a difference on the offense and on the defense.
No doubt. It makes a difference. Just look at Peyton Manning, for example, when he was running.
Sure.
He had the defense rested, right?
Yes.
Because he kept the drives going.
So like we said, this defense has played well this year, but all of a sudden you get the offense, they ain't done nothing. How many games have we scored 7 points in the first quarter on the first drive, and after that they did nothing? Except for 3 games, the Browns have been in every game.
So is that coaching? Yes or no?
No, it's the players.
The players.
Wow. You actually sit here and say that, huh?
Yeah.
It's the players.
You know, so you gotta say what
The coaches don't play, players play. Coaches can put you maybe in the right position, but if the players ain't going to do what they're supposed to do, aren't going to be disciplined in the position, then it doesn't matter. Now, when we had
That's
the
coach then.
so the Browns had a good
That's the
disciplinary
coach.
coach in Williams. They didn't want him.
did.
They let
They
him go.
they
So
didn't
they don't
want
want a good coach like that. The disciplinarian.
That's what they need.
They want a coach that's going to say, yes, I'm boss. Yes, I'm boss. I'm going to do it. Yes, we're going to follow your analytics with deep pedestrian pause, even though they don't work. That's the coach they got.
Definitely doesn't work.
And guess what?
What?
You telling me, you want me to believe that you got Nick Chubb, and you telling me that you gonna listen to a guy that plays with numbers and said don't run Chubb. That's what you want me to believe.
They've been doing it. They've been doing it ever since Chubb has been here with Deep Podesta. That was the problem we had with everybody was blaming what's his name, who was the coach when Chubb was a rookie. Deep Podesta was here then.
That's another thing.
But he wasn't running the show.
Deep Podesta, he was always been running the show.
Been running it. Yeah, we have Andrew Barry and
No,
Kevin
Dorsey was
Stefanski.
running the show.
Everybody's going, but Deep Podesta.
Yep.
But Dorsey was running.
Everybody's gone. No, he wasn't. DePodesta here, and Dorsey's gone. DePodesta is the only one who's not been gone.
No.
So what's the common denominator to this? DePodesta.
He's been here since the Sashi Brown.
And it's
era.
baseball analytics. How you gonna bring baseball people in to play football?
And that's why I say you should fire. If you stupid enough to listen to an analytic guy, fire me. Look, fire me for being good. Fire me for winning. That's what I want you.
That ain't
no,
how the coaching tree works. He knows how
I
the
don't
coaching
care.
tree works.
Okay, but I don't care about.
Shut up, coach.
Guess what? I don't care about no coaching tree.
And if you shut up and coach, you get extra jobs. No matter whether you good or bad. But you run your mouth, you ain't gonna be in the league. How many running mouth coaches are in the league? They ain't in the league.
So you telling me if you had Nick Chubb back there, you're going to just say, yeah, we're going to just throw the ball. Ain't no way in hell that I'm going to let Nick Chubb not get at least 20 touches.
What makes you? Jerry Jones will not let his coaches run his club. Jerry Jones will run his club.
Because Jerry Jones got Super Bowl
So
rings.
you think
Many years ago.
this owner who comes from Pittsburgh, he's gonna let these people come in and he's not gonna do what he wants to do? He brought DePodesta in.
Yeah, he did. It's because
He's all
Not
in
a-
on
not
DePodesta
the
and
greatest. I wonder if
analytics.
There is.
He's not even willing to budge from the analytics.
All right.
He likes to listen to.
Well, you
people.
keep believing that Stefanski is going to be this good coach then.
Stefanski is a good coach. The problem is it's the players. Does he have the
No,
players to fit
I think
his scheme?
I think-
Just like you said with Woods. Does he have the player to fit his defensive
I
scheme?
think Stefanski.
Maybe not.
I think Stefanski is just a okay coach. Like he's good, but I don't think he's gonna get you past the hump. Just because he's too laid back. In my opinion, I don't think they respect him. I don't think the players respect the way he coaches. I don't think they respect him.
Most of the coaches we had were not bad coaches. They just had bad players. They had bad players before they came here. We looked at the lineup for years and like, what is this lineup?
Okay, but we got
Then
good
they
players.
got another coach.
We got good players.
Then all of a sudden they got another coach. What is the lineup on
We
this?
got good players.
We ain't talking about the coaching now. We talking about the players now.
We talking about the coach.
So it's not. So when we had bad players, it was not the coaching. It was the bad players. Then we end up getting
we
good
got
players.
good players.
And we had bad coaches
Oh, here we go.
They never matched up.
that never matched with the players. But if you have good players, you don't need a good coach. The players will automatically win.
So what's the problem now then?
Now to win a Super Bowl, you need a good coach and you need good players.
Coaches, not coach.
Coaches, and you gotta have a whole organization. You need a smart, intelligent owner that's gonna let the football people run the thing in order to win the Super Bowl.
So you just said that Cincinnati wasn't a good coach.
They didn't win the Super Bowl, did they?
Of course he wasn't going.
No,
I said, of course he wasn't.
because he got
going.
out-coached.
He's not a good.
He
coach.
had the talent, but he got out-coached in the Super Bowl.
But he's not a good coach,
No, he's not.
right? He's just average.
He is, but
Yeah.
he's got an upcoming quarterback. He's got an
But guess
upcoming
what?
running back.
But guess
He's
what?
got upcoming receivers.
Guess what? He used Burrow, right? That's how you get there. They didn't say, oh, just.
He ain't got to use Burrow. Burrow broke tackles. Burrow made big runs.
But no, Burrow.
What?
Without Burrow, there is no championship.
No.
Exactly.
Now, Deshaun Watson can do the things that Burrows can do. The
Well,
quarterback we got now, he
guess
can't
what?
do the thing. He can't do
But
that.
guess what?
He can't even do.
you-
He can't even do what Allen can do.
But you just said that.
It's the players.
No, you said it's Podesta. You confusing me.
I'm talking about DePodesta. DePodesta puts the players on the field.
Oh, he does.
But the analytics, yes, the analytics.
He said Paul DePodesta.
Analytics determine our roster.
Which he is.
It determines our roster. It determines who's going to play. It determines who plays on what play.
So you do that much of an idiot to let a guy that specializes in baseball.
Why would they bring him in if they weren't going to listen to him? Why are they paying him if they ain't listening to him?
Should have never brought him here.
What I'm saying is you that much of an idiot.
Look,
You're that much of an
they
idiot.
were never meant to win in Cleveland. That's the whole point. It's an experiment. No, why else?
We have what's his name? 3 years here in Cleveland. He comes here from Oakland. He's 8-8 with a journeyman quarterback. With prior at his quarterback, and he makes 8-8. He comes here to Cleveland. He has a decent roster. They got the roster. Then all of a sudden, he has no quarterback with any experience, and you expect him to win. Then the next year, he has another quarterback room with barely no starting experience. He tanks. Then the next year he finally has a decent roster, but what do? They pass on the best quarterback in the league in the draft, which is
That's your owner's fault.
Lamar Jackson.
That's your owner's fault.
That's the owner, yeah.
That's your.
So we knew at that point Cleveland's not trying to win.
But that's your owner's fault.
And they passed up on Josh Allen. Cleveland's not trying to win. To bring in the shortest quarterback in the draft, the one he can't even win in college, and you talking about they trying to win? Who you fooling?
Buddy Boy said he can win.
Cleveland ain't trying to win.
Buddy Boy said.
Cleveland ain't trying to win. And now you say they're not playing Chubb, they don't play Hunt. They're not trying to win. We know this. They ain't trying to win.
Tank.
They're trying to sell tickets.
Tank.
Well,
That's all Cleveland wants to do is sell tickets because they know the fans are gonna come. Cleveland fans are gonna come. Whether it's you can put a bum at quarterback, Cleveland fans will come. You can put a bum at coach. Somebody. One year we had a bunch of coaches that were assistant coaches, never coached those assistant positions before. And then the head coach, he never coached.
He had a Denny's menu reading the plays from.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was that guy.
I mean, why would you go hire a brand new head coach, and then why would you hire assistant coaches who are all out of position?
It was Denny's menu.
it was a way to just call him fat.
It was just ridiculous.
It was a Denny's menu.
And then let's go ahead. Then we go ahead and hire a head coach rather than Coach Williams from an assistant from a quarterback coach position. We ain't trying to win.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, if truthfully, we was trying to win. We'll
That
have
was sad.
we'll have Bill Callahan as the head coach. If he was really trying
If
to
we
win.
were trying to win, we would have kept Williams.
I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm
man.
saying Callahan is
I
the
would've
only legit
loved to
coach
see
that
him.
we actually.
Yeah, you're right. If we were trying, we'd have Callahan.
Callahan will be your
'Cause
coach
who was
instead of
the
an
coach?
offensive lineman coach.
Who was our lineman coach back there? The dude with the big stuff.
Yeah.
Bob
Yeah.
Wiley. Oh
Bob Wiley.
man, that dude was awesome.
But I'm saying-
Wiley was a good offensive
Ken
line
Zampete's
coach.
quarterback coach.
But what I'm
That's
saying
right.
is, you got Callahan. He's been there before. He's coached to the Super Bowl. He has coached good Raider teams. Why is he doing the line? Why is he coaching the line?
Once again,
He was
Cleveland.
a head coach.
Cleveland is about selling
I know
tickets.
Yeah.
Cleveland is
Took the
about
Raiders to the
selling
Super Bowl.
tickets.
Oh,
How else
I
can
mean, they
you,
lost. But
how else can you be a fan base for 23 years, 3 winning seasons, and you still support them and you still sell out games? You're stupid. The owner's like, you know what? Hey, yeah, you're working on making some money, Cleveland. And you know, we ain't got to put no money hardly in the teams. We ain't got to go out here and really try to win. And we can win for maybe 1 year and raise the tickets up, and then we don't have to spend any more money.
that's why Dorsey got fired. Because he was trying to make some real
Dorsey
football.
realized
He
the
was
game.
trying to put
He's
some
like, real
NFL
trying to do
players
that's right.
in.
That's right. That's right. And he left because he realized the game. And that's it. So we go out here and get Deshaun. So when we try and win, okay, now we're trying to win. We got Deshaun. Now they're gonna try to win. But before that, they ain't trying to win.
they're not going to try to win this year.
No, this year's done. They're gonna try to win next year.
Maybe.
And Hunt will be gone. We'll have Chubb. Well, he'll be on his down strike, but he's
I
maybe
think
hanging there.
Dearness Johnson would be gone before.
No, the end sign. Hunt's not.
Hunt's gone, and he's gonna want too much money.
He's
And
free.
he's gonna want to be out of here. Why would you stay in this mess? He's seen a good
He
organization.
already said he
He's
wants
seen
to
a,
retire.
he's seen a good organization in Kansas City.
I
That's just his
mean,
spiel, man.
he want to retire,
That's
but
his spiel.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you got to start a position somewhere else, you can go to that starting position.
He can go somewhere else.
He can go to the
and get
Rams.
paid. Heck yeah.
They needed running back.
He can go. They need running backs in Baltimore. He go to Baltimore.
No, you don't want to go to Baltimore as a running back because they just get hurt before the season starts.
Well,
There's plenty of places.
he won't be a Brown.
Plenty of places to go. He ain't gonna be here.
I think he's gonna sign before during this.
Not for the money he won't though.
No, he He's gonna take his money.
I'll take him.
He'll more than likely be here for another couple of years.
It all depends on how we look. With
You taking a
Deshaun.
pay cut?
I think it depends on
I
how we
just
look
said he'll
with
be
Deshaun.
here for the next couple of years.
I think it depends on how we look with Deshaun. If we look good with Deshaun, but he's gonna give us 6 games, so we can look. If we go 3-3,
I'm not even looking
and
forward
look
to
good.
it.
I'm saying he'll probably resign. I'm looking forward to watch a real quarterback. I'm looking forward to watch a real quarterback. We haven't seen a real quarterback in 23 years.
They not the taste of my mouth when they said he was getting more than 4 games. That did it for me at that point because I felt like they knew Brissett was, and then they knew these. Just forget
And
it.
they railroaded him. Let's put it that way. Why would you, if you really want Cleveland to win, why would you railroad him like that? And the young man never did anything wrong. He shouldn't have had any suspension. The only thing he did wrong was he didn't want to play for the Texans. And then he told them,
And they
I'm
got
not
him.
playing for it. And they got him. I mean, you did nothing. Like they said, what happened to the Texans? Nothing happened to the Texans. And this is your organization. He was with your organization when all this goes down, and you punish Cleveland. Nothing happened to the Texans.
All right, y'all. Let's get to the thing that we wanted to get to, which is the Browns versus Bills prediction. And I just feel like this, man. If you're the Cleveland Browns, there's only 2 things you can do.
Pray.
That and just don't show up.
Because they're going to be mad.
It just don't show up.
They're going to be mad. Number 40, he's looking to have a field day.
Oh, you talking about old boy?
Yeah.
Man.
How they lost that game yesterday. That was funny.
Yeah. So I'll give you my prediction since
I don't think what's the name's well myself.
Since you're scared.
I don't think he's well. Quarterback, I still think.
Oh, Josh Allen,
Yeah.
They're
You
risking
don't think
it.
he's well?
They're risking it because they were saying that team doctors kept on saying if he injures that elbow any further, he's gonna have to have Tommy John surgery. Then you lose him for the rest of this year and half of next season
Did he
too.
throw an interception with 1 minute? He threw a minute. He had a minute
That had
left.
nothing to do with the elbow. That had to do something with the decision making.
How do you know it's not the elbow?
Because
It was on this. This is not his throwing arm that's messed up. It's the opposite arm.
Why?
and it was a bad decision. It wasn't nothing to do with that. It was a bad decision. It had nothing to do with his elbow.
Sure, he wasn't trying to win it.
No.
And he was like, "Man, my elbow hurt, and I need
No.
to hurry up and win this game."
Nope. And guess what? To be truthful with you, he didn't make that excuse either. He didn't say, "Oh,
No,
yeah."
he just threw his helmet on.
Yeah,
the
he
ground.
didn't say, "Oh, my elbows lost the game." He said it was a bad.
He threw in a double, triple coverage.
Yeah.
He had a minute left, and what?
He was
down?
trying to fit
Second
something so
down.
small that it just wouldn't fit.
Yeah, yeah.
They was waiting for you to do it. That's what it was. And you just thought you can steal it. So right now, Buffalo versus Cleveland. My prediction: Buffalo will have 40
points.
40 points, man. Cleveland, man, wait, the Cleveland teams are getting beat. Cleveland's getting beat 40 to. Hey, that's a shame, man. I can't even give you a good accurate score for Cleveland. Let me see. Chubb might score a touchdown.
Is it Buffalo?
Yeah,
Weather's gonna be bad.
it don't even matter.
It does.
No.
It's gonna
You
be
think-
a close game.
You think Josh Allen gonna stop throwing because it's snowing in Buffalo?
Man, it's gonna be 32 in Cleveland. You know what I mean? How cold it's probably gonna be in Buffalo
Has that ever stopped him
with the
throwing the
wind.
ball? I'm asking you.
You can't.
Has that ever stopped?
It is not.
Okay,
nice
I'm
playing
sorry.
up.
Let me rephrase
I'm
that.
telling you, but that's my prediction. So you can. We'll see.
No, let me rephrase that. He
Losing
don't
that.
have to throw the ball to beat us. He could just run.
There you go.
Exactly.
And Singletary had a good game last week.
I was gonna
But
say,
I ain't gonna. I'm gonna say the Browns ain't gonna. They're not gonna let you put 40 next.
They won't even use
You-
Hines.
Who's not gonna let you?
Browns ain't look. They're gonna let.
Oh, all right.
I mean,
All right. I'm sorry. This is my prediction.
30 points.
40 to 24. That's my prediction.
40 to 24.
Yep. 40 to
How
24.
many points did we score like this week?
We scoring them last minute points when they take Josh Allen out.
You think we're gonna score 24 in Buffalo with this weather? It's gonna be no way, man.
Yeah, when they take
I'm gonna say
Is it gonna be bad in Buffalo?
it's going to be 32 in Cleveland. So how cold do you think it's gonna be in Buffalo? It's
I don't think it
32.
has nothing to do with it.
That won't have nothing. Yeah.
Are you
that
kidding? Buffalo's colder than Cleveland.
But they play in that weather.
Browns don't.
Exactly. What I'm saying, Buffalo do. They know how they game plan for this.
So you ain't. Well, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be 20. Maybe 28, 20 something degrees. They ain't gonna score 40 something points. 20. So I'll say I'll give maybe.
Brissett gonna throw at least 2 interceptions.
I'll give him 33
because we're gonna get down and they're gonna do something they don't want to do. So it's gonna be about a pick six. Oh, this might hold on, let me see.
Okay, what's your score?
I told you 40-24.
I'm gonna say 33-17.
33-17. All right.
33-17.
I'm sorry. You know what? 40-20. We ain't getting no 24.
40-20.
40-20.
Say 33-17.
Tank.
Buffalo.
I think it might be a low scoring game. I think it's gonna be 28-24. Buffalo.
28-24. I like that in you, Tank. You believe in us still. That's good. No, for real. That's good, man. Because I just don't. I'm a Browns fan for life.
My time of believing was last week. We believed we had a good chance against Miami. But we knew if we didn't come out of this 4-1 at the beginning of the year, it was going to be a nasty trek. Because we looked at that schedule and we said we couldn't find any wins really up until
What's going to be?
That kickoff is going to be 30. If it's at 1 o'clock game, it's going to be 30 degrees.
It's 1 o'clock.
Now you got that Alberta Clipper win over in Canada.
We ain't worried about that.
It's nasty.
That's built for Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and Ford and
well, at least Hunt and
if we
Denzel
run the
Ward
ball,
grew up here, so they understand.
Run the ball.
That type of weather.
That's what we're supposed to do. I mean,
you will have no choice but to run the ball because that ball's gonna get caught in the wind.
I'm sorry.
And they got a couple of players on their defense that's hurt too, so that helps.
That's a shame, man. That's a shame.
What?
You got a guy that's telling you to put players in, as you say, that says Chubb only could run 5 times today. That's what you're saying Bethesda's doing, right?
Yeah, that's
what you want me to believe, right?
I honestly think he is the cancer of this team. I said that when they made the announcement about him coming here. Oh, he turned the baseball team around.
So
maybe
after
go
this
back
year,
to baseball.
they'll be able to realize analytics does not. You can't use data for football.
You can for your draft picks. That's about it.
It works.
You can't even use data for your draft pick. You better look at some game films.
That too. But I'm saying you use
check
data.
their heart and go and talk to these kids and see if they get in trouble or not. They practice or not.
No, you use the data for
that. Ain't gonna tell you that.
You can do that for your 5th, 6th round picks. Because now you reaching deep for something and you like, okay,
let's
guess, go see.
Just guess on your 5th and 6th. Most of them don't even make the team.
That's why you use analytics.
They usually try hard and can't.
That's why you use analytics. Like this dude might excel.
Not gonna make it.
He might excel in this position. He might excel over here in this kick return or this punt return.
But what I heard is it's not just team analytics. It's the whole league analytics. And that really doesn't make sense. How can you measure your team analytics by the analytics of other teams? That just makes no sense.
I'll tell you one thing. The Chargers coach, he go for it on every 4th down.
Yeah. We used to too at the beginning of the season.
Man, this dude go for it on 4th and 13. Like 4th and 13. Like he don't care. Like go for it.
That's what I do in Madden.
Exactly. That's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing.
I never put the ball in Madden.
Hey, you said that, remember? I said they playing Madden. That's
there ain't no emotions in Madden. They're gonna try to put some emotions in Madden.
4th down, you going for it in Madden, ain't you?
Oh, of course.
You ain't. I don't care if it's 4th and 40. You still going for it.
They're gonna try to put player personalities in Madden soon enough. Coach, I don't feel like going in there. I partied last night. I went to the club.
Well, we got your predictions. We got me 40-20. We got Bruce 33-17. We got Tank 28-24. Well, we about to wrap this up. It's Against All Live Sports Radio Show. We'll see y'all when we see y'all. And anything you need to say before we wrap it up?
Man,
Go Buckeyes.
Go Bucks.
Buckeyes, what, 3-0 right now?
Dress
in
warm,
basketball?
get plenty of vitamin C, 'cause it's getting cold. And apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Go Cavs, go Browns.
And get you some vitamin D, because there's gonna be a lot of depressed people when they see this snowfall.
Vitamin D for depression.
For the snowfall, I think I was going through it a little bit today. I was like, that's cold. I don't feel like doing that. All right, y'all. So don't forget, also check out Common Creed. Get your tickets, tegmedia.org. And also go to oncapitalwealth.com. And then also,
29th and 30th.
that's right, we got the comedy show, the comic book comedy show, also tegmedia.org. It's Against All Live Sports Radio show. I'm Javon Bates, the Legacy.
Bruce B. Smooth Ballard.
10 KK, DJ TK.
All right, we out of here. Peace.